Imagine a bomb was planted in an unknown location. At the moment, this bomb has the power to kill thousands of people. The main objective now is to find and defuse the bomb. Thankfully, you caught the terrorist and have him in custody, but he will not reveal the location of the explosive. Time is ticking down since it is a bomb, and the only way to make him reveal the location of this bomb is through the use of extreme methods, such as torture. So would you seek down to such a low level and torture this terrorist in order to save thousands, or you let these innocent people die without causing pain to this evil man? Many arguments have been made for and against the use of torture. So you have to think about what is the most moral path in this situation. Saving innocence at the cost of torturing a man, or letting innocents die due to being hesitant to torture a terrorist? Well, to answer this question, we must think about what is the most moral path. While torturing people in and itself is very immoral, what is moral about letting people die? People who are innocent civilians who don't even have a choice in this matter. Yes, even though we might torture a terrorist who is evil, keep that in mind, by nature, even maybe inhuman, a civilian's safety, in my mind, is at the utmost importance. We should be able to protect our own citizens rather than a man who's trying to kill our own citizens. Torture actually has helped us in many situations in the past too. After the horrific events of 9/11, the CIA went to work to make due on their promise to protect U.S. citizens by any means necessary. The CIA have worked countless hours on trying to protect U.S. citizens. But to protect civilians, they must acquire information through people connected to groups that they are interested in, like terrorist groups. They use many interrogation techniques, most of them peaceful, but when that doesn't work and they don't comply, torture has to be used. But through this act, the CIA director herself has reportedly saved thousands of people. Torture of the CIA, told media, has not only been used to find information on upcoming attacks, but has been used to pinpoint evil men in this world. For example, Osama bin Laden, without the use of torture, would have never been found. Of course, with any argument, there's going to be a counter-argument, and if it's not clear already, the counter-argument here is that it's people who oppose torture. Just torture is wrong and everything like that, which is actually true. Torture in itself is very immoral, but we're talking about torturing a terrorist here who is a killer and has no morals, quite frankly. And in this situation we're talking about a bomb that is about to go off with thousands of civilians in that area. Well, the thing is that we need to torture this terrorist to extract that information to find the bomb. Well, there's many arguments against this, saying like, for example, the terrorists might give the torturer like wrong information, which is very true. Yeah, I mean, they could of course give wrong information. But if this happens, I mean, at least we're trying to do something to help civilians rather than waiting around and doing absolutely nothing and just letting these people die for an unknown reason just to prove a terrorist cause. Those opposed to torture and those that support torture may never find a mid-ground. They will always clash and battle over what answer is right. And in the end, I mean, no answer is exactly good or bad. But, I mean, as a way to find a solution to stop the fighting between these two arguments, I believe people who are suspected to have information should be put to trial on whether or not he should be tortured, which I believe is totally fair. This system makes it democratic, which is, in the end, is completely fair since the people of the U.S. make this decision on whether or not this terrorist should be tortured or not. In the end, there are no perfect answers. Choice of evils is what both of these arguments actually have in common. Torture by nature is a very evil, terrible act. But if you had a chance to save thousands of people and you don't take that chance, that in itself is very evil and immoral. I believe the moral high ground for this situation must include the safety of innocent civilians first, and then scum of the earth like terrorists. Essentially, the reality of this situation is that people will get hurt, and that's what makes this situation so eye-opening. So I would want to end off and put you in this situation. What would you do in this situation? Would you let thousands of innocents die while you do nothing to try to stop it? Or would you try to extract the information from the terrorists, maybe even succeed, and save all those innocent lives?